People are saying, well, it's like, I wonder if the market's going to crash. Well, it has. We had producer prices last week, 11.2%, and consumer price. So that was, I think, an all-time high. I don't think we've seen a number like that. And then consumer prices were 8.5%. But if you factor out the beginning portion of the year where inflation wasn't beginning to ramp up, we're tracking now at about a 14% clip, based on March numbers. So the bond market is not really thrilled about all of this. This is the TLT, and it's freaking crashing, and the bond market is, these guys look far out. These guys are the ones to watch. And to me, it's not only what's happening, but it's the rate of change, the acceleration since, March. I mean, we were at 155, we're now at 120. Now, this is an inverse relationship, so that when prices are going down, then long rates are going up. And, just everything can be reduced to a pattern. So you can see even here, this descending wedge, started to tell us that that was a reversal area. And then this whole thing is starting to look like a massive distribution area. So I think the bond market's the last place you want to be. Prices go in an inverse relationship. So if you're looking for yield, you may be getting whatever, 3%, but your principal is likely to keep depreciating as this environment gets, I don't know, and again, I don't read anything. I just look at how markets react to information. And, this inflation thing is ominous. How we handle it, whatever. I don't think we're going to achieve what's called a soft landing, where the Fed's going to be able to find that very fine line of how much to raise without killing off the economy. I do think we go into a recession. It's a question of when. And the thing is, the markets can actually still do well, until the time the economy turns. But I think that we're already turning. Just look at sector after sector, especially the semis. To me, this is, these go into cars and everything. So this is the SMH. And it's really on this neckline now, and doesn't look good. I mean, this NVIDIA drives everything. NVIDIA is the biggest in this space, and this was a revaluation. So, just maybe look at NVIDIA in a more recent time frame. But it also looks like a distribution. So, ominous signals for, these markets. So now we're sitting on this proverbial neckline. And, I can't see how we, look, it's possible we keep banging here. We could do this, but eventually this thing looks like it is working its way lower. Home builders. So it's been a whole sector rotation. So, that looks nasty. So ominous already. So people are saying, well, it's like, I wonder if the market's going to crash. Well, it has. Many, many, many sectors are down 30, 50, 70%. It's already happened. Now, I think the big play this week, one way or another, depending on size of your stones, is Netflix. We've got earnings tomorrow, end of session tomorrow. So now, you could have movement $100 up and then $100 down. I mean, it's like anything could happen. But this looks, man, heavily damaged. This whole thing looks like the right shoulder. This is a funky asymmetric double top, and this is the lower shoulder. And if you kind of apply that kind of analysis, then, the starting gun hasn't really even been fired out of this bear pattern. This has just been, one big distribution where, the big guys are unloading. And then, if we do a measurement from the neckline to the top, it's like this implies this is going to zero. So I don't know. It does look like we're going to have another healthy down. The next support is about, I'd say, this 290, and we're 340. So that's kind of where, I guess this next level of support comes in. Typically you look at previous areas of breakout, which, we've already broken below. So sometimes the markets will retrace to where they've broken out from, but this never got any energy at that area, and then we've retested it. And now if we take out this area again, this really implies that we're going to new lows. So tomorrow after the bell, will be a catalyst for another move. We could go up or down. I'm having a hard time thinking what I want to do here, because you could have a huge short covering thing for any reason. So it's a high risk, but I just feel like this thing's going to go down. So you can see, 45 is 1.3 million.
$1.3 million short.
So pop out a profit for 118,000 there. So you can see how this is going crazy now. You can see how the market's just going nuts. I bet like $1.6 million on this position. I'm showing right now $23,000 gain.